So you thought you could sit in the ring with me, huh, Baldy? Well, think again.
What's up everybody, Stepdaz here, and welcome to another edition of Dragon Ball Days for Goku Month! When it comes down to what we think about the main character of all the Dragon Balls, every single one of them, even though Gohan would have been much more interesting. Damn you conferences! It's not a wonder that we see Master Roshi's teachings reflect a lot in the character that is Son Goku. Master Roshi really rubbed off on Goku, and at least Goku didn't adopt any of the pervert stuff. I mean, practicing peace in addition to the art of war, sparing General Tao, I can kind of make a bit of a connection there. I mean, I wouldn't have spared him. Not at all. I would have killed the guy. Sure enough, it was Tao's own undoing because all Goku did was defend himself against a grenade. I don't think Kid Goku was intending to blow Tao up. That being said, we do find out Tao survived, but this isn't about Tao. This is about Son Goku and the Turtle School. And what better way to celebrate the Turtle School that helped our favorite Saiyan, well, I don't know, my favorite Saiyan's still Vegeta, become who he is today. The Turtle School didn't only have him though. We had Krillin, we had Yamcha, and now, for a limited time only, we have Launch. In the last part, Launch actually decided to take to the training when she realized her gun wasn't doing a whole lot when it came down to these martial artists. Instead, we have Launch learning martial arts from Master Roshi, and thanks to that training in particular, mostly blonde Launch in this timeline actually makes it to the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament in the top 8. Here, I came to the conclusion that I would have put Launch in Block A. Therefore, in order to get in, she'd have to fight Bacterian. Thanks to a frump up thanks to her other self, the bandana she put around her nose and mouth helped her win against the smelly behemoth and secure her spot fighting Krillin in the World Martial Arts Tournament. So, get to that match. This is What If Launch trained with Roshi. Naturally, Krillin is pretty nervous about going out onto the stage, and Launch actually is nervous too. She's afraid that something might happen with her hair. She goes over to Ranfan, and sure enough, Ranfan has a hair tie. Good. Let's keep her from sneezing, and let's tie her hair back. Make sure nothing can tickle her nose. Nothing at all. No tickling the nose. Even so, Krillin still has a plan. She's not as experienced of a martial artist as he is. He should be able to wear her down and take her out. If he can make her sneeze in any way, shape, or form, even tickling her nose himself, then he's got to take it. That will be the easiest possible way to get a win in this scenario.
You ain't gonna win this one, Baldy. I know what you're thinking, and you ain't gonna do it.
For the beginning half of the match, I would have Launch constantly chasing Krillin around the ring and using her intimidation to best the Baldy's movements. However, it's not long before the Baldy catches on and sees that he's going faster than her backwards. If he were to be on the attack, he would probably be too quick for her to handle. This strategy is what comes up, and Krillin starts turning it around. Launch can barely keep up as she's struggling to have any useful hit on the kid, but then something clicks. Clearly, he's not hitting as hard as he can. With Krillin on the offensive, Launch has to then use an intimidating shout, making him cower in fear for about 8 seconds or so. She's able to get Krillin to the edge of the ring, and Krillin is kind of nervous, looking at Launch like, I might end up losing this. Then, a voice comes out from behind him.
Hey, come on, Krillin! A kid that did this to me can't lose to a girl! Excuse you, Baldy?
Yeah, Krillin, you ain't just fighting for that school. You came from the Orin Temple. Now show that girl what's for. Krillin's bullies are actually cheering him on and trying to get him to actually do something, because clearly something has changed from back then. Seeing Krillin, of all people, in the finals makes them adopt a sort of, if you can't beat them, join them mentality. And therefore, why not cheer on the little Baldy while they're still around? They don't have to catch the boat back to Orin Temple yet. This gives Krillin a second wind as he rushes into Launch and headbutts her straight in the gut, launching her at one of the tournament walls that ends up breaking with an indentation of the woman. Attaboy, Pipsqueak, get her! Launch gets up and catches her breath.
I told you already. You ain't got a hope, kid! Ain't nothing's gonna make me lose, especially that bald head of yours!
Launch charges in, and thanks to the second wind that both of them got, they're both meeting blow for blow and making it quite the match. Launch then ends up finding herself at ring's edge, and just as Krillin rushes in, she gets her angry face on, intimidates him with one more shout, and grabs his arm, throwing him over her shoulder. Krillin has been thrown out of the ring! The winner is the fiery Launch! Krillin gets up slowly and congratulates Launch, as Launch is still kind of moody.
Yeah, well, don't get in my way again, Baldy. You're lucky this was a tournament.
Having said that, he notices that the bullies that were cheering him on are gone now. As he heads to the back, he sees the bullies backstage. They were waiting on him, and the bigger bully kind of takes Krillin and smacks him aside. Goku comes to his aid, and alongside Goku, Yamcha comes to his aid. And, of course, the bullies from Orin Temple aren't surprised in the slightest. Jackie Chun tries to break it up, and then Launch shows up and sees that these bullies are picking on Krillin. Krillin is someone who Launch kind of admires in a way that they've been training together all this time, so naturally, Krillin's kind of important as far as a rival's concerned. They are on par with each other. Launch approaches the two with her angry stare that she used to get Krillin out of the ring.
Hey, you're the morons that told him that he had to beat a girl. Well, this girl just beat him. And if you want to be beaten by a girl, then you better put your money where your mouth is. I'll even let you have the first hit. Come on, fatso, you look like you can still fight. Right here, I'll give you the first one free.
Naturally, the bullies end up leaving with their tails between their legs. They see why Krillin was cowering against this girl this entire time, and, well, they still don't like the fact that Krillin is Krillin and lost the first match, but they can't help anything when the Turtle School students are all gathered around the Baldy. Krillin, however, just looks up at Launch really awkwardly. He's surprised that she stood up for him.
Well, what do you think you're staring at, punk? I thought you were supposed to be the smart one in this outfit. Thanks, everyone.
The rest of the tournament would play out normally, with Launch losing to Jackie Chun and, consequentially, Goku losing to Jackie Chun. Launch wouldn't go the Ranfan route as far as, pervy Roshi, all that good stuff. She would want to earn the fight's victory, and, well, during the fight, Jackie Chun's kind of quicker than Krillin, so yeah, Launch sneezes. With Jackie Chun's knowledge about Launch's sneezes, this does make things a little bit curious when it comes down to a certain former desert bandit. Remember, the entire time during this world tournament, Yamcha was saying how Jackie Chun is clearly Master Roshi, and then they did the switch with Nam, and it was really cool, it was funny. However, after Launch sneezes, Jackie Chun is quick to show honor in the fight and ask for a feather or something. A fair fight among friends is always good. This is a lesson that everybody can take, and I think it would make Goku nicer in the future. After she sneezes though, Blonde Launch just opens up with a right hook, and Jackie Chun, ends up blocking it. Now, I held on after you sneezed. I think you owe me just a couple of seconds to get myself together, as well as yourself. When we've caught our breaths for a few seconds, we'll continue the match.
You should have just thrown me out of the ring when you had the chance, old-timer.
Still, Jackie wins, and Yamcha mentions that How did Jackie know about Launch's little sneezy thing? He wasn't there when everybody was being introduced to one another. So, how does he know? Launch kinda gets on and asks Yamcha about what else he might have noticed. And sure enough, he's noticed a lot. Whenever Jackie Chun's around, Master Roshi isn't. Jackie Chun knows a few techniques that are similar to the way that Goku and Krillin are fighting. The turtle school is definitely present in Jackie Chun, and there's clearly something going on here. Yamcha does believe that this is in fact Master Roshi, and Launch is kind of going along with this. When it comes down to the Nam act, and Nam acting like Master Roshi in the crowd so that Jackie Chun can get away with it, Yamcha is bewildered by it, but we have Launch, who's a little bit smarter than that. But by now, Launch would have sneezed, and Blue Launch would have been there to watch the fight, from the back. No way! There's Master Roshi right there! Oh, well that's odd. I thought he had a sun hat. What? I thought he had a sun hat. Boy, the sun really isn't good for his skin. Wait a minute. You're right! He did have a sun hat when I met you all. Why isn't he wearing it now? Today's a really sunny day. That can't be Master Roshi. Chun, you have a lot to explain. Before Goku and Krillin catch wind about this, Jackie Chun grabs Yamcha and Launch and drags them away. And when it comes down to it, Yamcha and Launch are old enough to kind of understand why he's doing the ruse of Jackie Chun. It's for Krillin and Goku's own benefit. They'll understand it, but the kids won't. The next time Launch becomes a thing is, well, during the Great Ape thing. Blue Launch ends up sneezing in the middle of the transformation, knocking dust around everywhere, and Blonde Launch finds her gun that she left with Bulma and starts distracting Goku with it, allowing Roshi to blast the moon without interruption. Nobody thinks that he killed Goku. Moving on. The next time that we see Launch, she's at Kame House with Roshi, and she perks up when she hears the words pirate treasure. And that is where we're going to leave this timeline for right now. So what do you all think? Do you think Launch is going to be an integral part against the Red Ribbon Army? Do you think martial arts has rubbed off on both launches? Go ahead and leave a comment below. For more what ifs in the realm of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, such as my darling baby, what if the dragons were swapped? I do like how that timeline's coming along. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Krillin has been thrown out of the ring! This game's winner is Launch!